Hey guys, this is Joe from Analog Archive, back with another video. The video today is going to be the finds for the month of October. It was a bit of a slow month, just like September kind of was. I didn't really have a lot of chances to get out to many stores, and the finds that I did kind of come up with this month have mostly been from Discogs. I wish that I could have supported some more stores this month, especially like the Bob Shop in Rochester that I've talked a lot about, but was only able to find one record this month from an actual store. But again, found some great stuff, so we'll get right into it. The first one was right at the beginning of the month. I found this is Berlin Concert, Noah Howard. Great session. Noah Howard's stuff is tough to find. Just know if it's the fact that a lot of his stuff was recorded in Europe or on European labels, just like this one is. SAJ is the subsidiary of FMP out of Germany, or if it's just the fact that his stuff is tough to find and so it's going to be more pricey as well. But found this for a really good price on Discogs. This one is from 1975, and just a really great live session. Real nice mix of more like post-bop, modal, and then there's also some free jazz moments as well. But a really excellent listen, and I was really happy to add that one to the collection. This is, I think, the first Noah Howard that I've been able to find. This next one was a huge one. I just got this in the mail earlier this week. I've been looking for this one for a while. I remember Dave, VC Ambassador, had found a copy at the Bob Shop in Rochester last year. And since I've gotten into Peter Brötzmann, this one has been pretty high on the list. This is Andrew Surreal meets Brötzmann. So Andrew Surreal, the great percussionist, and then you've got Peter Brötzmann, the great free jazz saxophonist, come together, this great duo. Peter Brötzmann's playing alto, tenor, baritone sax, taragato, and then the E-flat clarinet. And then you've got Andrew Surreal on the drums and percussion. Was really happy to have found this one was on Discogs, and finally pulled the trigger. This one's been in my cart for a while and finally just, bought it. So very happy to have grabbed this one. I haven't had a chance to listen to this yet, but very, very much looking forward to it. Just kind of continuing to add more to the Peter Brötzmann collection. This next one was also an early one from the month, another FMP. This is Daily New Paradox by Friedman Graf Group. So Friedman Graf is a soprano, tenor sax. Thomas Wiederman is on trombone. He was actually on that Berlin Bones FMP record that I had shown last month. So it was kind of a familiar player there. Thomas Wiegel, double bass. Albrecht Reiermeyer, percussion vibes. And then Lutz Helfter is on the drums. This is from 1977. I had mentioned in the FMP video that I had made back in September that around this kind of mid to late 70s point was when the label started to kind of open up and kind of allow other musicians, other free jazz underground musicians to have a chance to record. This one is very kind of free jazz frenzy, a lot of energy to it. And that's what really pulled me in. And again, this was another Discogs find, but found that for a very good price here in the US. So that was nice. Another Peter Brötzmann. I'd seen somebody show a few weeks ago their Peter Brötzmann, I think it was their Peter Brötzmann collection, and I'd never seen this record before. The cover was kind of cool, this nice real shade of like kind of just gray and like white, just real cool kind of contrast to it. This is Brötzmann Clarinet Project. This is from the late 80s. This is 1987. You've got 5 people on the clarinet, including Peter Brötzmann. And then you've got somebody on trumpet, 2 people on trombone, and then you've got bass and drums. So very kind of reed and like kind of horn heavy type session. But after seeing this on after seeing this on Instagram from that post I mentioned, I was able to find a copy on Discogs. Again, that's kind of going to be the common thing for this video. A lot of Discogs purchases. Probably the most Discog stuff that I've bought since I started kind of collecting records. But great copy there. So I was really happy with that. This one was probably my favorite find for the month. This is Nipples by Peter Brötzmann Sextet/Quartet. This is from 1969 across 2 sessions. You've got one in April 18th, 1969, and then you've got April 24th, 1969. Each side has 1 track, and each side is the A side is the sextet that includes Peter Brötzmann tenor sax, Evan Parker tenor sax, Derek Bailey guitar, Fred Van Hove piano, Bushi Neibergal bass, and then Han Benek on the drums. And then on the B side, you've just got the quartet of Brötzmann on tenor sax, Van Hove on piano, Neibergal on the bass, and then Han Benek on the drums. So you're really just losing Evan Parker and Derek Bailey. Really great one, though. This is very high energy, very free jazz, especially the A side is very free. But got this one. This one actually came from a seller in Italy. I had ordered it like over the weekend, and the guy had shipped it on like a Monday, and by Wednesday of that same week, so 2 days later, it arrived at my house. I couldn't believe it. I've never seen, especially international shipment, move that quick, but I've never even really seen. Sometimes you can barely get stuff from other parts of New York State to where I live in 2 days, let alone thousands of miles. So this one was a really killer one. I listened to this one last week. This has always been on my radar when it came to kind of since I've been collecting Peter Brötzmann's work, but it's just been tough to find. I don't think there's any copies in the US. A lot of them are in Germany, other parts of kind of Europe, but the fact that I found this for a really good price. The vinyl is pretty much near mint. The cover's seen better days. There's a little bit of like a kind of rip there, and there's some ring wear. Interesting thing too about this one is that it is a kind of top loader as well. So I was again really happy to have found this one. Definitely the find for the month, and probably one of the best finds for the year, at least from, again, what I've been able to find. So very happy with this one. And I know that Dave has that one as well. He's mentioned that in his Peter Brötzmann video. This was the only find that I found from a store. This is actually from the Bop Shop. This is Saxophone Special. So you've got 4 saxophonists. You've got Trevor Watts, Evan Parker, Steve Potts, Steve Lacy, all playing kind of assorted saxophones. So Trevor Watts is alto, soprano. Evan Parker's on tenor and baritone. Tenor and baritone. Oh, and he's actually on soprano as well. Steve Potts is alto, soprano, and then Steve Lacy actually just plays soprano on all the tracks. So it's a very, again, saxophone heavy. You've also got Derek Bailey on the guitar, and then Michelle, I don't know if it's Weisvis on the synthesizer. So definitely get an interesting sound from it, but again, it's very saxophone heavy. This is on the M&M Records label. I felt like I'd heard of that, but I don't have any records on this label, so this is the first one. That was a good price, and I kind of had my eyes on that. I was on their Discogs for a bit. So as I mentioned, The Nipples Peter Brotsman was definitely a huge find, probably the best find for the month, but this one was also definitely up there. I just got this in the mail also in the last few days. This is the topography of the lungs, Evan Parker. So you've got Evan Parker's on, it just says saxophones. I think I looked it up and he plays tenor and soprano on this. Derek Bailey is on guitar, and then Han Benick on percussion. So even though this is actually on, I believe it was started by Evan Parker and it was Evan Parker and Derek Bailey's label out of England, out of the UK. This is Incus is the name of it. This is actually the first release on the label. This is a second pressing from 77. The original came out, I think, in like 70 or 71. This is a seminal free jazz record. The cover is just absolutely amazing. And if the front cover isn't amazing, the back, I mean, just really interesting kind of cover to that. I've been really trying to find as much Evan Parker stuff as I can. His stuff is also tough to find. A lot of the records he's on command some serious money, but was able to find this one. This was also on Discogs. Came super fast, but just some really great free jazz finds. Haven't listened to some of these, but just a great month's worth of stuff. I think I only found like 7 or 8 records this month, but in this kind of where I'm trying to move and where I'm going to be going, hopefully by the end of the year, is kind of downsizing my collection. I'm starting to run out of space on the shelves, but also I'm just trying to reevaluate what I really would like to have, and some stuff that maybe I bought that was just impulse buys or stuff that I just felt like I needed to buy at the time to kind of feel like the trip was kind of worthwhile. But there's a lot of stuff that I'd like to kind of weed down and be able to get some credit at some stores. But as I kind of put that together, maybe I'll put a video together and some of the more kind of cream of the crop, some of the better stuff. I might make like a flip through video, and if people are interested in anything, then they can kind of contact me. But that's it for this month. Again, some great finds. I hope that as we kind of move into the holiday season, that there's also going to be some other great stuff that comes up. But until then, thank you for the support. Thank you for the comments on these last videos. I always appreciate kind of getting the notification when people are commenting on the videos. It really makes me feel like I'm kind of getting through, and that people actually are interested in what I'm talking about. So, God, that's it for this video. Thank you for the support. If you have not already, please think about liking and subscribing, and I will see you in the next vinyl video. Bye.